This video is brought to you by the CW's Naomi. Catch the new series Tuesdays at 9, 8 Central, only on the CW. Or stream free next day on the CW app.
And for my final illusion, I'd like to pull a rabbit out of my hat. Trust me, it isn't as easy as everybody thinks.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 underrated DC female superheroes.
Now let's do what heroes do.
Well said, my queen.
For this list, we're looking at the lady heroes from the DC universe that don't quite get the love or exposure they deserve. Anyone we missed? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Zatanna.
Hello, Rapid!
The character has certainly experienced a boost in popularity since her debut in 1964, we've still yet to reach peak Zatanna. With all the getup of your average magician, but more abilities than you can pull out of a hat, Zatanna is often cited as being one of the most powerful magic wielders in the DC universe, often depicted as fighting alongside the Justice League and Justice League Dark. Zatanna is honestly one of the few characters that can pull off membership with both, her skill set being both versatile and mystical. Though she's appeared in a variety of media, she seems to finally be getting a well-deserved live-action movie written by Academy Award winner Emerald Fennell.
Is there anything you can't do?
Number 9, Batwoman.
Wait, Batman doesn't use guns.
Batman doesn't. But I do.
There are a lot of members of the Bat family, and even more if you consider all their various incarnations. But perhaps the most underserved is Batwoman. While pretty much everyone and their mom knows about Batgirl, Batwoman is a character with a rich history all her own, with several characters having taken on the moniker throughout the years. Kathy Kane was first introduced during the Silver Age of comics, while Kate Kane was initially brought to the fore in the comic book limited series 52. Meanwhile, in the second season of the CW's Batwoman, we see Ryan Wilder don the Batsuit.
I haven't been kicked like that since... well, Batman.
Not trying to pass for him either.
Number 8, Fire and Ice.
We are fire and ice, a volatile combination.
Like my mother's peanut butter and sardine smoothies.
Though the gimmick behind this hot and cold duo may be a little on the nose, they make for quite the memorable pairing all the same.
You haven't said a word the whole trip.
But...
I was hoping this mission would give us a chance to get to know each other a little better.
Fire being a Brazilian super spy in certain iterations, and Ice being a Norse princess in others, one can easily see how these elemental opposites might contrast and complement each other in personalities as well as powers. The two even play into that duality, going so far as to rename themselves from Green Flame and Ice Maiden respectively. You know, because superhero branding and all that. In any case, it's worked on us too, as we would kill to see a more substantial team-up from the duo.
Think you could give us some cover?
No tem problema, Batman.
That is Portuguese for no problem.
Number 7, Black Canary.
Hey, you're that singer no one listens to. Hey, you're the asshole no one likes.
Much like Zatanna, Black Canary is a character that's become even more popular in recent years. But we'd argue that the mainstream could still recognize just how awesome she truly is.
Black Canary.
Green Arrow. I've noticed you around.
I know. You happy punching the bag or you want to go a few rounds with me? I am talking about sparring.
That'd be nice too.
Possessing the ability to emit a sonic screech, what is referred to as a canary cry, she pretty much has a corner on the market of what's already an underutilized superpower. Though she's rightfully served as a member of the Justice League, her biggest claim to fame probably comes from her spearheading the Birds of Prey, a team chock full of underrated superheroines.
For those who scare and terrorize, it's the dawn of a brand new day. You scum can simply call us the one and only Birds of Prey.
The character made her live-action feature film debut in the Birds of Prey movie, where she was played by Jurnee Smollett, who will reportedly reprise her role in a solo movie.
Told you she had a killer voice.
Number 6. Mera.
I am Mera, wife of Arin, future king of the Seven Seas. The one you call Arthur Curry.
It's only fitting that the wife of one of the most underrated male DC superheroes would also be one of the most underrated female ones. Though we could probably go super in-depth with Aquaman, no pun intended, Queen Mera of Atlantis is quite the deep character herself, no pun intended.
But with the king away, I must protect the queen and the heir.
I need no protection. Go!
Though possessing much of the same skills as Aquaman, such as hydrokinesis, her unique personality and mental fortitude give her a fascinating dynamic all her own.
My obligation isn't to love. It is to my family and my nation. And I've turned my back on both. Sometimes you have to do what's right, even if your heart aches against it.
Number 5. Vixen.
Come on out! Face us like a man!
I've got a better idea. How about I kick your ass like a woman instead?
A character who can inhabit the traits of any animal without physically becoming that animal is a pretty 80s concept if ever we've seen one. But we'll be damned if it doesn't make for a pretty awesome superhero in the form of Vixen. The daughter of an African priest, Mari Jiwe McCabe eventually comes into the possession of the mystical Tantu totem, which imbues its wielder with the aforementioned powers. From there, Mari uses the totem to fight crime as Vixen.
Did you know ants can lift 10 times their own weight?
Though she's enjoyed a lengthy comic run as a member of the JLA, most audiences will recognize her from her appearances in the Arrowverse. She led her own animated web series and appeared on Arrow. Mari's grandmother Amaya also had a substantial role as another Vixen on Legends of Tomorrow.
Don't deny the animal, but don't let it control you either. I can help you. Believe me, I know a thing or two about controlling wild beasts.
Number 4. Naomi. A lot of people are understandably unfamiliar with this burgeoning superhero, but that is gonna change. Debuting in her own comic series in 2019, Naomi, also known as Powerhouse, derives her powers from parents that were exposed to radioactive energy following the depletion of the ozone layer, which is a cool enough origin as it is. Inheriting that energy, Naomi is able to expel it at powerful rates, essentially granting her super strength and the ability to fly. Though it's clear the best of Naomi is yet to come as a member of both Young Justice and the Justice League, she will likely shine even brighter in her own live-action CW series, which is developed by Oscar nominee Ava DuVernay and is set to debut in January 2022.
Annabelle says there's a stunt happening in the square. Something to do with Superman. I need this for my site. Bathroom break. 10 minutes. I'll be right back.
Number 3. Donna Troy.
I quit.
Great to see you too. I'm late. You coming or not?
Now, here's a character who's been overshadowed on multiple fronts. Though numerous retcons created a myriad of different versions, Donna Troy is best known as the Amazonian who goes by the alter ego Wonder Girl. We bet you can guess who she played second fiddle to.
Things get dark, and you need someone to talk to. I'm always here. After all, us sidekicks gotta stick together.
Furthermore, her successor as Wonder Girl, Cassie Sandsmark, has arguably had a more successful run, free of conflicting incarnations. But we would argue that the pendulum is shifting back to Donna for her time to shine. Indeed, her inclusion on the live-action Titans series has brought the character back into the limelight, with her portrayal being widely praised. Well, it's about time. Number Number 2. Huntress.
我好上谁都认识，除了你。Who are you?
They call me.
My bad. Should have introduced you. I'll make it quick.
Another superhero that's seen multiple people take up the moniker, Huntress is another character whose stock is definitely rising, though not quite at its full potential. Though with no inherent superpowers of her own, Huntress makes up for it with good, old-fashioned athleticism and marksmanship.
Your crossbow's not gonna do much to that crane. Then it's a good thing that's not what I'm aiming for. Nice shot.
Unlike Wonder Girl, it isn't Huntress's first incarnation that's the strongest, or even the second, but the third, this time in the form of Helena Bertinelli, a mafia daughter devoted to ending the organization. Though we'd understand the takeaway of her live-action film debut being the somewhat titular Harley Quinn, Mary Elizabeth Winstead's hilariously straight-laced take in Birds of Prey was a standout portrayal all its own.
I love this chick. She's got rage issues.
I don't have rage issues!
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Phantom Girl. This otherworldly superhero has the power of intangibility.
Where are we?
Black Orchid. A pseudo-hero version of Poison Ivy? Yes, please.
Hey, I told you not to do that, Orchid. Use a bloody door.
I am glad to see you are well.
Crimson Fox. Another character with animal-like abilities. Emiko Queen. Green Arrow's half-sister is quite the archer herself. Zealot. Easily one of the best characters under the Wildstorm banner. Number 1. Big Barda.
We don't need these cowards. We can do it on our own.
Great news, Bertha. You don't have to.
Barda.
Isn't that what I said?
Sometimes the biggest storylines elicit the biggest characters, and Big Barda is no exception. One of the new gods, Big Barda originated on Apokolips, the home world of ultimate DC baddie Darkseid. Barda fell in love and married Darkseid's adopted son scot-free, better known as Mr. Miracle, with whom she tried to settle down on Earth. Tried being the operative word.
You know what would be a real miracle? If you'd finally clean out the garage.
Though often in the shadow of Mr. Miracle, Barda remains one of the most underserved female heroes, her various adventures with the JLA being endlessly entertaining. We remain optimistic that Barda will have her time to shine yet.
Oh, one last thing.
This video is brought to you by the CW's Naomi. Catch the new series Tuesdays at 9, 8 Central, only on the CW, or stream free next day on the CW app.